you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
We go tonight. 20. 49. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
20. Drop deep.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Rams 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. 76.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Rams. 64 yards.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the former Ram. This is Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Check.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, hold.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Round 80! Check, walk 54. Alert! Give me a roll.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, watch the before. Hey, Wahoo! Right there, 54 Mike. Time to go, night. Watch twist.
On second down and 4. Allen, they'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
March 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Off play action. Here's Gone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Quit talking about it. Regular.
Now Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cherry 19. Here we go. Check. Lucky.
They try right side here. Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they try the right side here. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Mike's 50. Check tight.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Mike's 49. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 49, guys. Mike, 49. You got nothing.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Henderson going to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. General West. 49.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Gurley. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Come on, fellas. 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for LA. 47 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
20. Shaq Lawson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 4th and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run Ric Flair. Time. Motion. Obama.
From the red zone now, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, now. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
A final shot before half for Allen. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shot. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Early on 1st down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Check 19! Better bring it. Middle. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Kill.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
We own them. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Alpha.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal. For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
A gain on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Check 93's the mic. Whip. Watch the
It's Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gurley again here on 1st down. A solid stiff arm. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. From the 36, Goff. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 65. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
49 the mic. Watch 49. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Bills 28, Rams 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Value 3.
Hey, Charlie.
So we got man.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And they give this time to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Tight end right.
Go.
Smash. No. Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Mike 50.
Hey, check.
Shell.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Switch.
Orange.
Mike's 50. Bring it.
Bravo.
Mike 50.
Push him back.
From the gun, here's Gone. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
Here goes tonight. 180.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Check.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Ray. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ringo.
At the 16-yard.
Whirling.
Goff throwing again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Go team, spill.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Another carry now for Gurley. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Blanche. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Right there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance.